Right, so we're back. So this is actually a Friday, and it's about 4:45 in the morning. I've already taken the dog out for a walk, so he can leave me alone for a bit. I've done a bit of work just to make sure there isn't anything very quick and burning that won't take me away from this until hopefully at least 7. We're on the edge straight now, so we'll get the gears in, we'll get a pedal on. So for this trick, I'm going to need a chain. Now, as we found out earlier, this chain fits. So when I say earlier, not today, but yeah, earlier in the video, we found out the chain fits. Always weird doing videos over days, and you'll be watching this over a matter of minutes. Some quick links, or just a quick link. And in terms of tools, now if I was sizing the chain, I'd need a chain breaker, but I'm not sizing the chain today. So I'll need a pair of these, chain tool, to chain quick link, adder stroke remover. It's a quick link tool. I'm also going to need a 2mm Allen key. Now because this 2mm Allen key isn't always successful, I've also got one on my multi-tool, and it's largely because on these particular Allen keys, these ends are quite straight and everything, but these are balled, and these balled ends don't generally work very well on these derailleur adjustments, and this end's not long enough generally. And I'm going to need a 4mm Allen key, and that's just to attach the cable. I'm also going to need a set of cutters, which I've put somewhere. That's to obviously cut this cable, and I'm going to need some ferrules. Got some posh Uber bike ferrules. Do I say posh? I think they're about £4 for 10 or something. Just to put on the end of the cable when we're finished. So first of all, chain. Chains are only going one way, so generally you want on a Shimano chain, the printing of all of the information, like via Japan and Shimano and the code of the chain and that sort of thing, to be facing towards the drive side. If it's not, your chain's the wrong way around. So I'm just going to balance this through the frame without damaging the paint. Like so. Get onto the smallest cog. Right. Then we need to route it round. So what I do here is, I'm glad that I've got a tripod in play now. I usually take 2 attempts of this, usually because the first time I feed it the wrong way around. We'll see if I'm right this time. I don't think I am. If anybody's wondering why I'm just really cack-handed at the moment, look, time of morning. It's been a long week as well, to be honest. As you can probably tell from the random times of day I'm actually doing this. Yeah, I love my bike, that's actually the correct way. So, when you're routing, you want to route round the top jockey wheel. Then you want to go sort of left side of this little like bent bit of metal here, then into the bottom jockey wheel, and we let that go. Oh, and by the way, if you're doing this, make sure the clutch is turned off, because otherwise it's an absolute pain in the arse. Stop that. Right, now we're going to put the quick links in. Now the quick links have an arrow for the direction of travel, so that one will be like that way. because that's the way the chain goes around. And I'll just pop this one in if I want. Yes, I am reusing the last the chain link from the last bike. No, I don't recommend doing this. You should follow manufacturer recommendations and use a new quick link. That's it. Do what you want. On your head be it. Right, so now we're just going to pop the, whatever we call this tool, the chain link tool or whatever, and just do that. Now what you can also do is actually just pedal this to the top and just whack it one with the crank, but because I'm reusing the quick link, I don't want to push my luck on that one. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to put this, I'm only going to put the drive side pedal in because that's the only one I need at the moment. And so the reason I'm not putting it in properly is purely because I need to refurb these pedals. So just remember the drive side one is reverse threaded. So yeah, a bit awkward. Well, actually, it depends which side you're looking at it from. If you're looking at it from the back, like I do, it's reverse thread. If you're looking at it from the front, it's not. Okay, so limit screws. This is where we need the 2mm. Right, so in terms of the high tool, the high adjustment, which if you're using the same Shimano derailleur that I am, it's that one. You probably can't see that, but it's the right of the two. What you want to do is just make sure you're not going to shift into the frame effectively. So just, and yeah, it looks like that this one does need to come over slightly. It's just, you know, to save any damage at the beginning of this. Okay, so what we're going to do is just pedal that, make sure it's not going to, the chain's not going to come off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it in until it goes up a gear, like it has, and then I'm just going to come back that's up, so down, that's where it needs to be. Okay, I'm going to stop that. Probably don't use your thumb, that's probably a stupid idea. Okay, so making sure that the shifter is all the way out. What we're going to do is put the cable in. So the nut is already out because I, lazy and I didn't put it back in properly when I did the adjustment. But we're just going to wrap the. I'm probably casting a bit of shadow here, unfortunately. I'm just going to wrap the cable around the cable holding bit of the mech where the cable goes, gets held. I'm just going to tighten that. Before I do that, and actually it's because I've already done this, on the adjuster on the gear shifter, what you want to do is just wind it all the way in and then do one full turn out. So yeah, sorry about that, I missed that one off. Make sure the ferrule's in properly and everything because it wasn't. Now we'll do it. As you see, there was a bit, that was the ferrule, wasn't in the shifter properly. As I said, this video it's not exactly how a professional does things, it's basically how somebody who just wants to get on their bike with no real time to do to build a bike gets one done. I'll just tighten that in. And just give that a bit of tightening, that's it. Right, so what I should be able to do now is shift to the last but one. Don't worry about it sounding like complete garbage at the moment. We'll fine tune all that in a minute. Okay. Just break that. Okay. So the reason I stop here is we have to be mindful that the B-screw tension might be wrong. So we're just going to very gently shift into the first cog, making sure we don't over shift into the wheel, making sure that we aren't just rubbing the top jockey or the cage against the first ring on the cassette. So this is where we do the gentle shift, like so. Okay. Now, just going to make sure that the the B-screw tension's good first. So on a Shimano 12 speed, I might not be able to show you this today, but there is actually a marking on the. Just do that for a minute. So just switching this round, what you'll have, and I'm having to use a torch because I can barely see it, to be honest, at the moment. You've got a marking around here where my finger is. Now you've got two bits, two arrows, and they just need to. It needs to represent the bottom of this cassette. Now at the moment it's well too high, so we're just going to slacken off the B screw. And, you know, so this is what happens when you move things between bikes. So cable's too tight. This isn't going very well today. It seems my shift is broken. I've got no reverse hook shift. Let's have a look at the shifter now. Right, I'm going to apologise. Right, so I don't know what was wrong with the shifter, but I took the cable cover off and it was shifting fine. Put the cable cover back on and it's shifting fine. So yeah, I don't know what was happening there. The shifter's obviously having an off day. But we're just going to check the shifting, make sure that the shifting is as it should be. And down. Let's skip to them. Let's have a look. Might have to. Let's do it slowly. No, it didn't. It's just an optical illusion. That noise is the fact that I haven't blown the tyre up. So let's do multiple shifts. And then let's do multiple shifts down. Okay, that's fine. Get the clutch on. Now the clutch will start showing problems if there is going to be any. And go down. Multiple ups. multiple downs. Right. Now the gears are all adjusted nicely, so let's deal with that. So what we're going to do is just grab a ferrule. If they're not called ferrules, somebody tell me. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Nobody's ever told me different. So, grab our single ferrule. Just gonna cut the cable with just a bit, because you never know how, if you want to adjust these later or whatever. You know, it being too short is a bit of an arse. It being too long is a bit of an arse. You know, it's whatever your preference is. Just gonna crimp that on. I have actually got some crimpers. It's just digging them out. Can't be arsed. Right, so that's on. And we'll just do a final, make sure I'm happy with the single shifting whilst on the clutch. That's it now. We other than putting air in tyres and doing some basic adjustments and greasing the seat post, we have a bike finally. What I will recommend, and actually this is what I'm going to do when I take the seat post out, which is going to be in a moment. If you take off the lever from the bars and then just feed through the cable as you pull this up, because the outer and the inner will be effectively held together by the lever, you won't lose it, you won't lose that tension. So yeah, just don't detach it from the lever basically if you're going to pull the seat post out. It makes your life a lot easier, and you remember all the faff when we're actually installing it. But yeah, that's this video. So we have a bike. So the next one, or one of the next ones, we'll do a bike check and we'll do a pedal service. Cool, thank you.